Hello, it's Helen Martin here coming to you live from Australia for today's edition of the Daily Dose of Awesome, your 15 minutes of inspiration, education and motivation to get your day started right. So today I wanted to talk to you about boosting posts. So is it a good idea to boost a post? To boost a post or to not to boost a post? Is it an effective strategy for your business? So am I live? Can anybody see me? I'm just going to check that I am live in the right place because I can't see any comments at the moment. So let's just check that we're in the right spot going live to you on the Elite Marketing Pro page. So if anybody is here with me live, just say hello, tell me where you're coming in from. I can't see any comments at the moment. So let me just check my Facebook here. Why can't I see any comments today? Oh, Mark has said yes. So I am live. Mark said yes. Hello, Wendy. How are you? Thank you for letting me know that I'm on live. I'm in the right place and, we can rock and roll with talking about boosting posts. So this is an area in our business where a lot of people do it. It's in your face. So there's a little blue button in front of you that's saying boost post. So Facebook is even, Karina, how are you? Facebook is even sending us messages now saying this post is performing 90% better than another post, boost it. Or would you like more video views on, your video? It got X amount of, views, etc. Boost it. So it's right in front of our face. Facebook is basically saying to us, boost me, boost me, boost me. But is it an effective strategy for your business? So who is boosting posts? Let me know. Let's say hello to a few people here. Hello, Chuck. How are you? Hello, Cindy. That's great. Say hello as you're chiming in and tell me where you're coming in from. I am coming to you all the way from Australia, so a long way away from most of you, but it's awesome to be here today for today's edition of Daily Dose. So there's three strategies or three things that I just wanted to share with you to make you aware of in relation to boosted posts and where it's going to be effective in your business. And I want to give you a couple of examples as to where you might use it effectively in your business and maybe what to stay away from in your business in relation to boost posts. So Marina, you're seeing boost posts all the time. So it is a strategy obviously on Facebook's behalf that they want you to boost posts. They want you to put some money behind advertising. And for those that are a little bit uneducated or new to the Facebook platform as far as ads manager or business manager, it's right there in front of you. It's really easy and accessible. So your mindset can be, well, I want more exposure, I want more interaction, I want more engagement on my posts. So I'll just press this little boost button and I'll send my post out to a wider audience. So it is really easy and accessible for you to do in your business. But is it a really good strategy? So the first thing I'll say, and the first tip of the three that I wanted to mention to you, is have a strategy behind boosted posts. So it's very easy to push that button, put some money towards a post and sort of get it out there, but what's your actual intention and strategy behind it? So you can waste a lot of money quite quickly with boosted posts, so we really want a strategy and intention and a purpose behind boosting posts so you use it effectively in your business to increase engagement, increase maybe video views, increase your audience maybe. So there are ways in your business where it can be really effective, but there are also times that you might think it's being effective, but perhaps it's not. Hi Tracy, how are you going? So lovely to see you guys. Tell me where you're coming in from as you're tuning in here. So the first thing is intention and purpose behind the post. What are you boosting your post for? So is it just because you think it's a good idea? Is it just because Facebook has put the blue button in front of you and it's like, well, this is a good idea. I don't really know how to use my ads manager yet, so I'll just sort of boost some posts. So we can boost posts quite willy-nilly. I hope that's not an Australian term and you understand what I mean there, but without much sort of thought behind it. So here's some examples that I'd like to give you in relation to a good strategy to boost posts. So one would be for video views. So I guess the greater good of video views is maybe far wider than you might even realize. When you get video views, you can use that audience to retarget them. So you can create a custom audience from people that have actually watched your videos before. So you could boost a post to get more eyeballs on your content, and then you can actually retarget those people that watch your videos for maybe a Facebook ad or another purpose. So there is quite a really good strategy behind increasing your video views, but I would encourage you to have some thought behind what is it that you're actually posting. And the one thing that you want to make sure of when you're boosting posts is that you're always giving value. So maybe you've done a Facebook Live and it's a fairly sort of, you've got a little bit of engagement and a bit of interaction on it, so you decide to boost it. That would be a good strategy to boost a post on a Facebook Live, so you can send that out to a wider audience, get more video views, and then in time you can turn those video views into a custom audience, and then you can turn that custom audience into a lookalike audience and retarget those people. So those people that were cold to you initially are now becoming a warmer audience. So there's a much larger strategy at play when you can boost a Facebook Live and get more people to watch your content. Am I making sense here? If you're following along with me here, send me some likes and loves, or just put the word yes down below that you're following this strategy. So the first thing, hi Bart, how are you? The first thing I would encourage you to have some thought behind is what is the intention, the purpose, and the actual strategy behind why you're boosting your posts. So Facebook Lives is a really good one to boost. But also what you can do is you may know that if you have, or you may not know, I shouldn't presume, that if you have a call to action, an external link in a post on Facebook in your description. So you do a post or you do a Facebook Live and you've got an external link at the top. So it might be an external link to the Attraction Marketing Formula Bootcamp or somewhere where you want to send somebody. It will limit your reach. I'm not sure if you're aware of that or not. We used to all do this, about a year ago. We'd just say, click on the link above, and that's what people used to do. And we would put external links to the bootcamp or something like that in the description above of your video. If you use that strategy these days, it limits your reach, your organic reach. And why that is because Facebook know that you are sending people off Facebook, and they don't like it. So they want people to stay on Facebook. So if you've got an external link in your description above on a post or a Facebook Live, your organic reach will be limited. But what you can do with a boosted post is you can have your post, your original post, and you can let that run for a while, like organically, but then you can go and edit the post, put a description in the link above, and then boost it. So you can still have your call to action in your description above, use the boosted function to push that out to a wider audience, but because you're paying for it, for you boosting it, you're pushing $5, $10, $15, whatever your budget allows, you've now got the call to action at the top. So using boosted posts for a call to action is a good strategy to use, but not having use it in the way of having an external link for a purpose for people to take action. Does that make sense? If that's making sense, send me some likes and loves that you're still following along with me here. One of the things you don't want to do with a boosted post is getting caught with the sort of the traditional engagement post where it might be a positive quote, but you've got more than 20% of text in that post, but it's an engagement post of some sort, and you boost it. So when you do that, If you've got too much text in that post, even though you're boosting it, you're wasting your time. Because it's got too much content on the post, on the actual written post, Facebook will limit your reach for that. And hopefully they tell you that when you go to boost your post, that you've got too much text in the post. But if they don't, they might approve the boosted post, but it's really not going to do you much good because you've got too much text in there. So the whole sort of 20% rule with the words versus sort of graphic, you don't want too many words in a static post that you are running because it's still going to limit your reach even though you're paying for it. Tracy, so run a boosted for a while, then add an external link. It's an option. I'm just giving you options and some examples of how to effectively use boosted posts. So we want to probably choose a Facebook Live over just a post. And if you want to send them somewhere, so run your Facebook Live without the external link. So you could say on your Facebook Live, if you don't, let's say you talk about something to do with attraction marketing. You might say, if you're not really familiar with attraction marketing and how you can attract people to you in your business, once I get off the Facebook Live, I'll put in the comments section below a link that you can come back to get some free training in relation to attraction marketing. So you can do that. So you're covering it in the comments section. But if you boost it, you can actually edit the description of your post so it's up above as well. So if somebody's reading the description, it can be up there because you're boosting it. You're actually paying for Facebook to send it out, so it's not going to limit that organic reach that it would in the first place. I hope I'm making sense to you guys. But if we post a link in the comments section, will this link show up after it's boosted? Yeah, because all your social proof stays with it. So this is the tip number 2 that I wanted to alert you to with boosted posts to be aware of, is don't be too quick to boost a post. So it's a really good strategy to, say, do a Facebook Live and sit on it for a number of hours, 12 hours, 24 hours. So I'll do a Facebook Live and I'll let it run organically and see what it does. So did many people engage with it? Did many people give me comments on it? What happened with that Facebook Live? And if I get the indication, wow, that was popular. People liked what that was. If it's popular to some people, it's probably going to resonate with more people. So that would be a good indication to you of, a post to boost. So let something run for a little bit before you quickly boost a post. So some people boost posts of a welcome video, but have a think about that for a moment. A welcome video probably wouldn't get much engagement on it. And is that something you want to send out to a wider audience, which may not really make sense to people unless they come to your page and they want to know more about you? Whereas a Facebook Live, giving really awesome content and awesome value, which you let run for 12 to 24 hours and it got some good engagement and social proof, and now you boost it, now you've got social proof on it. Now there's comments already, so it's going to be more intriguing and interesting to people. And you can edit it, put an external link up the top so you can have a call to action to it as well. So just some little strategies behind how to use sort of a boosted post. The other thing to watch is the first sort of 90 minutes of any kind of post on your page, a Facebook Live, an engagement post, is a really good indication of what Facebook's going to do with that post. So that's also why you want to let it run for a little bit rather than put a post up and boost it straight away. So although Facebook's putting in front of us, boost post, they're sending us messages in Messenger saying this post performed 90% better than any other of your posts, boost it. So we're getting encouraged to boost. But the number one thing you should think about is what's your strategy intention behind boosting a post? And the number 2 thing is let your post, your Facebook Live, whatever you're boosting, run for a little bit and see what it does engagement-wise. Get an indication if it's popular or not, and if it is, that might be a good one, to boost. The third thing that you need to take into consideration to really make boosted posts work for you is the actual, when you get into the targeting. So who are you sending it to, the audience? What budget are you putting it towards it, and what's the duration? So really look at those items and utilize them to in the detail that they give you, rather than just pushing it out there too quickly. So your audience, you can send it to people who like your page and their friends, or an audience that you want to target yourself. So people who just like your page, depends how many people are on your page. If you've got a limited number of people on your page, I wouldn't recommend doing that. You want to get your content out to a wider audience. The second option, people who like your page and their friends, it's a good one to use to get to the people that are already on your page and their friends, but there is the risk you don't know who the friends are. So if that's necessarily targeted, we actually don't know if the friends of the people that are on your page are actually in your target market. The third option lets you go out to a cold audience where you get to choose. Like an ad in Ads Manager, you get a few more options. So you can send that out to a cold audience, but just a little bit of a warning with these options, with the audience, the budget and the duration, really look at the options that they're asking you and drill down and put as much detail in there as you can. So the actual audience, where they live, the age bracket that you want, drill down to all the options, look at them carefully. It will look different on mobile than it does on desktop. So desktop can actually be easier to pick up the targeting, but there are lots of options on mobile as well. So if you're going to use boosted posts as a strategy for more engagement, to get more video views, get more eyeballs on your content, then you do want to look at all the options that are in front of you in relation to your audience to make sure that you're actually reaching your target market and you're not sending out to a whole lot of people that doesn't make sense. So really just drill down to the options and look carefully, at them. Is there a boost duration you recommend? 3 days, 5 days? That really comes down to what you're boosting, Bart. So the intention of, are you just wanting more likes and shares and comments? Are you wanting more video views? If I'm using a Facebook Live and I want to get video views, depending what I'm doing on my page, if I'm not going live, if it's over a weekend and I'm not going live for a couple of days, I'll run it for 3 days. So it's getting out there in the marketplace and I'm reaching the cold audience when I know I'm not going live over a weekend. But if, is there a time frame or something? So it really depends. I wouldn't, promote one over the other. It really comes back to the number one tip that I was giving you. What's your strategy behind the reason that you're boosting the post, and tailor that accordingly. So the other thing with boosted posts, almost to the end, is they put a number in front of you as far as a budget, and they put the options 1 day, 3 days, or 7 days. You can edit any of those. So don't feel that what's right in front of you on the screen is what you need to choose. So you can click on the little pencil for the budget and change it to any dollar amount you want. And instead of clicking 1 day, 3 days, or 7 days, you can actually click on the little calendar underneath and you can change it to 2 days. You can change it to 4 days. So when you know a little bit more about boosted posts and really drill down to the options that they're giving you, you can edit anything you want to make it work for you and what your strategy is. Is this valuable in any way, guys, to give you some insight as to how to use boosted posts better in your business? Just let me know drop the word value if this is giving you just a deeper insight as to how to use boosted posts in your business. So depending on your strategy, whether it be 1 day, 3 day, sort of 7 days, but the whole purpose of boosted posts is it's short term. If you want to do Facebook advertising longer term, then obviously you're going to go into your ads manager or your business manager and get much more targeting options and do it there. So we're thinking short term. We're always giving value. That's why you want to boost a post, is to give value out to the marketplace, get more eyeballs on your content. But most importantly, really good strategy to use for boosted posts is video views. So you've done a Facebook Live, you've let it run for a number of hours, 12 hours or 24 hours, you've got some engagement on it, you boost it, you've got your targeting nailed, your budget to what suits you, your time frame to what your intention and your strategy is behind, and you're getting more views on your videos. Then you can create a custom audience from your video views. You can turn that into a lookalike audience later down the track, which you can use for your ads. So there's a much greater purpose at play here regarding boosted posts, but please just think about all those options that I've just explained to you, and the strategy and intention and a purpose behind boosted posts. Don't just throw money at Facebook because Facebook is throwing that little blue button at you saying boost post. Because you don't want to waste money on Facebook. You want this to work to your advantage, but a good way to use it is the call to action. If you've got a call to action, something you can edit the post and then boost it, so you've got the call to action in your link, which ordinarily, if you have a call to action in your description of any of your posts or Facebook Live, it will limit your reach because Facebook knows that you're sending people away from Facebook if they click on an external link, and they don't like that. But when you pay some money towards a boosted post with an external link, you can sort of use that as your strategy for a call to action. So I hope that was helpful for you today, guys, on this edition of the Daily Dose of Awesome about the usefulness of boosted posts, some examples of, the best way to use the strategy with boosted posts so you can get some more eyeballs on you and your content so you can build a great business. So it's been awesome to be here with you today. Thank you for all your comments below, and I will see you on my next edition of the Daily Dose of Awesome. Bye.